Explore the profound philosophical musings of Immanuel Kant with our latest QuotientQuotables video. Immerse yourself in the timeless wisdom of this influential thinker as we unravel his thought-provoking quotes on ethics, reason, and the nature of reality. Join us on this intellectual journey as we delve into the profound insights of Kant, providing valuable reflections for today's world. Subscribe for regular doses of inspiration and wisdom from the great minds of history. Sorry for the overlay. There can be no doubt that the greatest and most important interest of mankind, next to the acquisition of food, clothing, and shelter, is the cultivation of reason, especially in its theoretical employment. Out of the crooked timber of humanity, no straight thing was ever made. What is freedom? The power to choose without being restrained. Imagination is not a state, it is an art. Two things awe me deeply: the starry sky above me and the moral law within me. Duty, it is the categorical imperative. Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of another, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. Do not let your happiness depend on others. The only thing that could bring peace to this world would be universal enlightenment. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. Space and time are the forms of our intuition. Nothing is at hand for us except appearances. The world of sense is only a world of appearances. There is no such thing as a free will. We have two great gifts that distinguish us from the lower animals, namely reason and speech. God is the supreme reality. Moral law is the categorical imperative. The only thing that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. We are free to choose our actions, but not their consequences. We are responsible for our actions. We should act in such a way that we treat humanity, whether in our own person or in the person of another, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. All men are created equal. Every man has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We are all brothers and sisters. We should treat others with respect. Humans are capable of moral progress. We can make the world a better place. We should strive to be the best we can be. We should help others. The only thing that gives one person a moral right to another is another's moral right to them. The moral law is the categorical imperative. Treat all persons as ends in themselves, not as means to an end. The only truly moral act is one done for the sake of duty, without any selfish motivation. Actions are morally good only if they are done out of respect for the moral law. Morality is not about happiness, but about doing one's duty. Religion is the recognition of all our duties as divine commands. The highest good is the union of morality and happiness. God is the moral lawgiver. Religion is the foundation of morality. We should treat all religions with tolerance. The only legitimate form of government is a constitutional republic. The government's role is to protect the rights of its citizens. The people have the right to overthrow a tyrannical government. World peace is possible only through a federation of states. War is never a just cause. Humans are naturally social animals. Society is necessary for the development of human potential. We should strive to create a just and equitable society. We should help those in need. We should all work together to make the world a better place. Beauty is the form of the purposiveness of an object, so far as this is perceived in it without any representation of a purpose. The judgment of taste is not a judgment of cognition, but a judgment of feeling. The beautiful is that which pleases universally without a concept. Beauty is the object of a universal delight. The beautiful is the symbol of the good. Sap or awed, have courage to use your own reason. Enlightenment is man's emergence from his self-imposed immaturity. The only way to achieve enlightenment is to think for oneself. Education is the key to enlightenment. We should teach children to think critically and independently. Humans are rational animals. Humans have free will. Humans are capable of moral goodness. Humans are social creatures. Humans are naturally curious and inquisitive. Humanity is capable of progress. There is always hope for the future. We can overcome any obstacle if we work together. We should never give up on our dreams. We should always strive to be the best we can be. Act only according to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. Two things fill the mind with ever-increasing wonder and awe, the more often and the more intensely the mind of thought is drawn to them, the starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. Happiness is not an ideal of reason, but of imagination. Out of timber so crooked as that from which man is made, nothing entirely straight can be built. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. A categorical imperative would be one which represented an action as objectively necessary in itself, without reference to any other purpose. It is not God's will merely that we should be happy, but that we should make ourselves happy. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. All human knowledge begins with intuitions, proceeds from thence to concepts, and ends with ideas. Always recognize that human individuals are ends and do not use them as means to your end. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. Immaturity is the incapacity to use one's intelligence without the guidance of another. Rules for happiness: something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. Thoughts without content are empty, intuitions without concepts are blind. So act that your principle of action might safely be made a law for the whole world. Genius is the ability to independently arrive at and understand concepts without relying on the experience of others. Dare to know. Have the courage to use your own reason. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. Feel free to include these Immanuel Kant quotes in your playlist to offer deep philosophical insights to your audience.